Hello everyone, welcome to the project of Global Turkish, and today we will talk about the concept of predicate in Turkish, and in Turkish it's called yüklem. It's really important to find the predicate because we ask all the questions directly to the predicate to find all those other parts of the sentence, and the main meaning of sentence in Turkish is hidden in the predicate. In that sense, it's really important to find it, and today we will talk about it. So let's begin. So first of all, in the case of the predicate, we need to understand the differentiation between English and Turkish, right? So in English grammar, as you know, the predicate is a part of a sentence which contains verb and also gives information about the subject. Of course, that's also the case in Turkish, but in Turkish we can also make nouns and even adjectives turn into the predicate. In English, they can also be like predicate complements, but in Turkish, they can directly become the predicate, and it's really important to understand that differentiation. And right now, we will go over some examples to understand it better. So let's see. The first example that we have is ben dün İstanbul'a geldim. I came to Istanbul yesterday, right? Ben dün İstanbul'a geldim. I came to Istanbul yesterday. So the predicate yüklem in the sentence is geldim, right? It's a verb, it's not a noun, it's not an adjective, it's directly a verb. So in that case, ben dün İstanbul'a geldim. Geldim is yüklem. So this is the main verb, this is the main meaning in the sentence, and also in English, that's also the case. Came is the predicate, right? Another example in which we can see verb as the predicate is şu an kitap okuyorum. In English, it means that right now I'm reading a book, right? Şu an, right now, I'm reading a book. Kitap okuyorum. In that case, okuyorum is the yüklem, right? Is the predicate. This is the main meaning, main action in the sentence, right? So okuyorum is yüklem. I'm reading. Is the predicate in English. So let's see another example in which we use verb as the predicate as yüklem in Turkish. Çocuklar dışarıda voleybol oynuyorlar. Çocuklar dışarıda voleybol oynuyorlar, right? Kids are playing volleyball outside. So play, to play, the verb. And in Turkish, verb means feel. Feel here is oynamak, right? Çocuklar dışarıda voleybol oynuyorlar. Kids are playing volleyball outside. And in the sentence, the predicate, yüklem, is oynuyorlar, right? So right now, we will see how we can turn an adjective into the predicate. Dün gittiğimiz restoran güzeldi. Dün gittiğimiz restoran güzeldi. The restaurant that we went into yesterday was nice. In Turkish, we don't have the verb to be, so we can directly say güzeldi. And güzeldi means was nice. And we can translate güzel as beautiful, but in that context, it's better to say like was nice, güzeldi. And here, güzeldi is directly the predicate in Turkish. Güzel is an adjective, right, in Turkish. But when we say güzeldi, like it means it was nice in English, it turns into the predicate in Turkish. So we don't have to use a verb to give the main meaning of the sentence, but we can use an adjective. And in that case, we said güzeldi, and this is the predicate. This is the yüklem in this sentence. Another example in which we can see the adjective as the predicate in Turkish, as the yüklem in Turkish, is sen meraklısın, right? Sen meraklısın, you are curious. Again, we don't have the verb to be in Turkish, so we give that meaning with suffixes. Sen meraklısın, you are curious. So in that case, meraklısın, like meraklı, being curious, right, is an adjective in Turkish. But when we say sen meraklısın, meraklısın directly turns into the predicate. Again, we don't have to use the verb to give the main meaning of the sentence. And in that case, as you can see, we can use the adjective to give the main meaning. And in that case, of course, meraklısın turns into yüklem, predicate in Turkish. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, we can also make nouns predicate, right? So let's give an example about that. Bu son model bir bilgisayardır. Bu son model bir bilgisayardır. This is the latest model computer, right? This is the latest model, or we can translate it as the newest model computer. So here we can see that the noun, the main noun is computer, right? Bilgisayar. Bu son model bir bilgisayardır. So again, we don't have to be in Turkish. So to give that meaning of to be, we say bilgisayardır. We use that suffix. But here, as you can see, computer, bilgisayar, has some adjectives in front of it, right? So this is a latest model computer. Bu son model bir bilgisayardı. So this is not like a simple computer. This is the latest model computer. So here in Turkish, we cannot divide the noun because it has some adjectives. And to find the predicate, we need to consider this situation. And we need to understand that son model bir bilgisayardır is the predicate itself. We cannot say that bilgisayardır is the predicate, bilgisayardır as the yüklem. But we need to understand that son model bir bilgisayardır. So what kind of bilgisayar? Son model bir bilgisayar. Therefore, we need to say that son model bir bilgisayardır itself is the predicate, is the yüklem in Turkish. But we can also reformulate the sentence and say that bu bilgisayardır. This is a computer, right? When we say that, of course, computer does not have any adjectives in front of it. In Turkish, we can say that bu bilgisayardır and we don't have any adjectives. In that case, we can say that bilgisayardır is the yüklem. Bu bilgisayardır. This is a computer, and bilgisayardır itself is the predicate, as it does not have any adjectives in front of it. And in this case, as you can see, the noun itself turns into the predicate. But again, just to remember, if the noun has some adjectives in front of it, we need to consider that, we need to pay attention, and we need to take that group of words as we can say that, we can see that as a phrase, and we need to understand that this phrase itself is the predicate, is the yüklem. So just to wrap up, we can make adjectives, nouns, and of course verbs turn into predicate in the sentence. And understanding the predicate is critically important to understand the main meaning of the sentence, because there we can see the main action or main status that is referred to in the sentence. But I just want to mention that despite the fact that we can make adjectives and nouns turn into the predicate, we generally use, of course, verbs as a predicate in a sentence in Turkish. So folks, that's it for today. We covered the basics of finding the predicate in Turkish. And again, it's really important to understand the predicate, yüklem, in Turkish, because yüklem is the main part of the sentence in Turkish in which you can see, feel, and understand the main meaning of the sentence. That's it for today. If you like the purpose of this project, it's important for me that you show it. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel and support the project via Patreon. See you in the next video. Take care.